Greetings, planty people, and welcome back to my jungle. Well, I hope you're all feeling spooky. I hope you're all excited for Halloween. If you're not, fair enough. As you can tell, I clearly am. Halloween is my favourite, time of year. I don't really do much for it, but I like the spook. I like to embrace the spook. So this video is all about plants that give me that kind of Halloween-y feeling, if you know what I mean. I mean, to be fair, I usually go for the more quirky, weird, spooky plants anyway. So this list was actually surprisingly easy for me to compile. Anyway, let's get started. So the first one is a plant that I've shown on here before. She's quirky, she's weird, not a lot of people like her. And the reason why I'm including it in this list is because it looks like weird little creepy hands. I said that this plant looked microwaved and a few people found that funny, and it does. It does. So this is the Epipremnum shangrila, and it's like a mutated version of a normal Epipremnum, but it's just got these weird kind of curled up leaves. It does look diseased, it does look poorly, but I found it really interesting. Something a bit different to the collection. Like, do you have anything like this that isn't dying, basically? I got this at a Plantzbab a while ago, not the last one, the one before, and it took me so long to root. The lady said that, yeah, no one wants it, and I was like, well, I sure do. It's just so weird, and it is starting to trail, so maybe when it gets bigger I'll give it a moss pole and see if I can get the leaves to get really big. So if you didn't already know, if you put an Epipremnum, hard to say, if you put them on a moss pole, a proper moss pole, they can grow really big and the leaves can get huge. So maybe I'll try it out with this one because I haven't really seen anyone do that. I don't know. What's your opinion on this plant? If you don't like it, that's fine. I also very much enjoy the sound that it makes. I just find it very satisfying. It's just so creepy, ooky, spooky looking. I have it growing on a shelf by my bed. It looks like a plant that you'd find in like a spooky haunted house where it's like been taken over by plants, and this is just like growing up the brick walls everywhere. I just love it. Big fan. It's also very easy as well, so. Okay, so the next one is like a whole group of plants, which are called Kolas. I think Kolas in general are extremely underrated. I know this one's not the most Halloween-y looking. I personally think it does a little bit, but there are some varieties. Oh, I'm dropping soil everywhere. I just think some of the varieties look so spooky. For example, there is this black velvet one, and I need it. I need it. It's so spooky looking. I'll put a photo here. You can't tell me that's not spooky and Halloween. It's so gorgeous. I wonder if they have like an orange and green one, because orange and green to me is very Halloween, which is, you know, what I've gone for with a little splash of purple. But they're so easy. They're spooky. Basically all of them are kind of spooky vibes, and they're cheap and they root like an absolute dream. This is another one I got from a plant swap, and I'd been wanting one for a while, and then I saw it on the free table and I was like, well, let's give her a go. Give her a go, and here we are. She's fabulous. I love her. Do you guys like Kolas? If not, tell me why, because they're amazing. There are so many different types and they're just amazing. They're amazing. Sorry, I get excited. Everyone needs to get a Kolas. They're fabulous. They're so underrated. Okay, next one. We can't do a spooky plant video without an Alocasia, can we? Can we? No. So this, I always forget the name of this one. So this is a fabulous Alocasia. Look at that. Oh, and it poked me in the eye. This is a fabulous Alocasia. Look at its spooky dark colouring on it. It's fabulous. I've forgotten the name of it, so I'll pop it on the screen. It begins with an S. Begins with an S. Brain frog over here. To be fair, most Alocasia give me that kind of spooky Halloween-y feeling, but this one specifically, it just looks a bit scary. Like, look at the texture on her. Look at it. It's almost like that plasticky feeling. It feels a bit like dragon scale. You know, that dragon scale Alocasia. It feels like that, but it's a little bit more ripply. Like, look at that design. This looks like a plastic plant. And you can probably see it's flowering. Do you guys keep the flowers on your Alocasia? because I asked on TikTok and it was kind of 50-50. So I'm just leaving a B, to be honest with you. I repotted her last night into some better soil, which is why she's a bit wobbly. Because when you get Alocasia from basically any shop, they're always in like that coconut fibre, which is way too moisture retaining for Alocasia in my experience. So it's in a very, 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 very chunky soil mix at the moment. And I've kept it alive for longer than 2 months, so fingers crossed. And if you want a different kind, black velvet, we can't do a spooky plant video without a black velvet, can we? This is only a 1-leaf one, again, from the Plantzbab. And just what it says on the tin. This one, at the moment, just lives in my prop box because I'm terrified that it's, you know, gonna die. But we'll see. We'll see. It's in like a mossy concoction. Its roots look fabulous. Very happy with her. So next one, I was kind of umming and ahhing about because I feel like every plant video about Halloween plants includes this one. But I thought, you know what, I can't not. It's called a Philodendron ghost at the end of the day. And I know this one's starting to harden off to the green colour, but when they come through, when the leaves are a bit mature like this one, oh, it's so cute. They're like little white ghosts. So obviously I had to include it. I do have another one back there, and it's not as good looking as this one, so I thought I'd show you this one. But I've had this one for a while. It wasn't really doing anything for like the longest time. I've heard that a lot of people struggle with this one. Hello. It did take a minute for it to take off, but now that it has, it's fine. It's fine. I just think it's fabulous that you have that kind of Polaroid colouring where it changes. I don't really have any Philodendron like it. I have the normal Florida green downstairs, but it bores me a little bit. Sorry. But this one's just super fun. I had wanted one of these for such a long time, but they were so expensive. So I can't even remember where I got this one from, but it was tiny. Tiny. That's how expensive they were back a day. I was like, right, I can only get a small one. But the prices have gone down quite a bit. So now's your chance to get hold of one. Next one is from a completely different genus. And it's a genus that I have definitely been loving this year. So this is my Anthurium, luxurians mixed with radicans, I believe. Isn't this absolutely stunning? And we do have a little bloom there. I don't know what stage it's in. Seems to be hard and not juicy. So I've just kind of left her be, and it's definitely due a repot. Look at those noodles at the bottom. But I couldn't not include this one because isn't this, oh, first of all, it's gorgeous and it has that lovely deep colour on there. But we can't ignore the texture of it. Do you hear that? It's a bit like the Alocasia. It has that kind of hard plasticky feel. But the best part is it has little bits of red. So on the stems, do you see that kind of red colour? It's just gorgeous. And I can't really show you right now, but when you get a new leaf, they come through orange, which is extra points for being Halloweeny. I've seen these around quite a lot, so I don't know if they've been recently cultivated and just like propped, and you know, the prices have gone a lot down on these guys. So it's one of those plants where I saw it in the shop and I was like, whoa, I never even considered getting one until I saw it. And now I'm obsessed with her. I mean, to be fair, a lot of Anthurium you could include in this collection. For example, crystallinum, nice spooky colours on there. Clarinervium, Begonia, basically any of the dark velvety ones you could probably include. You can also include the queen because she's crusty and spooky and scary, so we're going to ignore her. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to repot this one soon. It's gorgeous. I love her so much. I need to give her a name. Let me know if you've got any name suggestions. Okay, next one is a plant I did a TikTok on that not a lot of people know of, and it's the Piper. Not a lot of people know about this one. It's one that you don't really think of, and I actually got given this one because I went on the Oh So Floral podcast. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. Just me, you know, waffling on about plants like I do here basically, but that was so lovely. They gave me this one to try, but it gives me spooky feeling. I don't know how to describe it because it's got the dark colours on there, but it's also like dark on the back. It's like if a Begonia and an Anthurium had a baby. This is kind of what it would turn out like. I mean, this is only a baby, but they trail and they grow everywhere like a weed, and I just think it's like a spooky weed, if that makes sense. I'm gonna have to vacuum after this. I vacuumed yesterday, believe it or not. Love her so much. It's just such an underrated plant, it's just gorgeous. And fun fact with Piper, you know black pepper? One of the types of Piper actually produces black pepper. I really want to get hold of it, so if you guys know where I can get one, let me know please. Okay, next one. She's a little bit thirsty, so just bear that in mind. I've just given her water. She will plump back up, but I just could not include her. Spooky, spooky. So this is a type of waffle plant. Again, it's one that I never really thought of getting until I saw it in person, but I couldn't not. First of all, they're really cheap because not a lot of people go for them. They're considered common, but this specific one, look at the purple on the back. And again, I can imagine this growing in a haunted house. It's fabulous. The only thing is with these guys, they're really thirsty. So if you miss a watering, they really, really droop. This morning it was like, and I was like, oh God, sorry. So I gave her a big drink and she's perking up a little bit. She's usually a bit more upright, but isn't that so gorgeous? It's got that gorgeous kind of silvery brown colour to it, but the purple on the back, isn't that absolutely phenomenal? More people need to get a hold of a waffle plant. They're just, no one really talks about them. I see no one really talk about them at all, especially on TikTok. Everyone usually goes for like, you know, the Anthuriums, the Philos, the Alocasia, but waffle plants, guys. I don't know why it's called a waffle plant though. Enlighten me. But I think I'm definitely going to give this a bit of a chop soon. See, it's a bit leggy, kind of make it a bit bushier. That'd be lovely. I need to give her a bit of a glow up really, don't I? And last but not least, I can't do a spooky plant video without Begonia. Now, I was going to include my Begonia ferox, but if you've watched my past few videos, you'll know that she's currently a stump and not doing very good. She's in the houseplant hospital at the moment because it had powdery mildew. So I thought I'd include this one instead. Now, right, I can't remember the name of this one, sorry. So I'll pop it on the screen. It's because I repotted it and it had the label on the little pot. Can't remember what it's called, but yes, I love this one so much. I got this one from a plant shop in Bristol. Sprouts of Bristol, that's where I got it from. I got it from their Etsy shop. As a little whim, I wanted some more small begonias, but the colour on this, isn't that phenomenal? And it's velvety. Can you see that sheen on there? It's like red but green but not. You know those old vintage sofas that are like that green velvet? That's what this is. But the best part is it's red on the back, like a classic begonia. And again, like with the Anthurium, there are so many spooky begonia that you can add, like Amphixioxus, ferox obviously, listada, basically any of the darker ones you can add to this list. So let me know if you've got any ideas of which ones you would add down below. I just love it. I have chopped it up a few times because I want to make it nice and big, but this is the one that lives in the background. I just love it. It's one, again, sorry, a bit of a broken record here, that I hadn't really thought about getting until I saw it and I was like, whoa. It's just gorgeous. I can't wait to grow this one really big and luscious. And I love begonia because they're so easy to propagate. I've never had success growing a leaf, so maybe I'll have to experiment when it gets a bit bigger. Tell me what begonias you guys have. Anyway, that concludes my spooky houseplant video. Let me know what you would add. Let me know, because also I would love some recommendations for some spooky plants in general. Because I love spooky, I crave the spook. So I hope you've had a lovely day, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I'll leave all my social medias down below. I'll leave the podcast link as well. And I hope you're having a fab time. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.